Welcome back to TNO Overlanding. We are on our way to Botswana for an epic adventure. We are passing through the Limpopo region at the moment and getting very close to the Stockport border post. We generally use Stockport border as it's quick and easy to get through and there is no waiting line. We hope you enjoy this epic episode. So we just got through the Stockport border post. Now we're on our way to Palape. Alicia's driving. On our way to go and stock up for some food, and then we head to Karano Sanctuary tonight, and then we head up to Maun tomorrow, and then through to Moremi. Bit of a gloomy day today in Bots, but it's still great to be back in the bush again, eh? Okay, so we've just arrived at Karano Sanctuary and just checked in. Just going to have a look at their shop and see what they have. Might add one of our stickers here. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. You've got quite a nice stocked shop, eh?
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll put it right here. T&A Overlanding. And it's got a good air bubble. So good to be back in the bush again and to feel the soft sand beneath your feet and hear all the different birds calling. We are genuinely so excited. Okay, so we've just arrived at our campsite at Karano Sanctuary, and we're at campsite number 9, which I think is the absolute best campsite there is here. Have a look at this tree. It is absolutely magnificent. Really, really, really nice. Unfortunately, we noticed as soon as we parked our vehicle on that side that a lot of people have scratched initials and their names and that sort of stuff in this tree, which is actually quite sad to see. So don't be like those people. It's even sort of a hollow spot for a nice snake to stay. But how awesome is this? And that's actually a fresh one. That's really disappointing. Check at that. WTO. But yeah, if you come to these places, just don't damage the trees and the nature and everything like that. This is really, really nice. What do you think of the campsite, babe?
It's beautiful.
You like it?
Yes, it's very nice.
There we go. So tonight we have found some good tomahawk steaks for dinner. We got these at Palape Spa, so yeah, I'm gonna try these. They look hell of a good actually. So we've got a fire going there. Isha's having a gin. Morning guys, so we had a good stay at Karano Sanctuary last night. We stayed in campsite number 9, which is very, very nice. Very, very chilly morning this morning, -2. So yeah, now we're on our way to Maun and then off into the Moremi, and then we'll come back for one night on our way back to South Africa over here on the 14th. So very exciting news.
Turn left toward A14, then turn right.
Check at that. 80 grand bull butter. Just gotten into Maun and gotten a few extra things that we need for our 10 days up in Moremi and Khwai area. Now we've just left Maun and on to Southgate now. Okay, so we've just come through Shorobe and we've arrived on this gravel road, so we're airing down our tyres. We sort of spoke in the vehicle that we're going to air down the rear to about 2 bar and then the front to 1.8 bar. We are quite heavily loaded. Yeah, we're just going to see how that goes, and if it doesn't work, we'll go lower on the rear and lower on the front. Like my new Bango I got. Alicia also got one from a kid on the side of the road. 20 puller each, so yeah, definitely support locals. Okay, so we just arrived to Southgate campsite, sorry, Southgate campsite. We're staying in campsite number 3. It's not the greatest. It's got sort of like an old bathroom area there. It'll do though, it'll do. Now it's time to set up camp. It's time for our ice cold beer, which I've already started on. After a long day, Alicia's digging into the crackers. Cheers. This is one of the best things about staying at these campsites and also in Kruger, is the birds. So here I am attempting to make beer bread. Unfortunately our GoPro was on a time lapse, so it did not record any sound. With this beer bread we bought it from Outdoor Warehouse, pre-mixed, and all you need to add is 1 room temperature beer. So that's what I've done here in the video, is added 1 room temperature beer and then added to our cast iron pot. From here the cast iron pot goes onto the fire and has coals put around it and on the top of it for about 30 to 35 minutes until golden brown, and then you'll know it is ready.
When I think about all of the things that you and me could be, I want to be with you both day and night, to sit on the grass beneath the moonlight. I know that life won't last forever, but at least we can grow old together. I can see the sunrise reflecting in your eyes. When I think about all of the things that you and me could be, I want to be with you both day and night, to sit on the grass beneath the moonlight. I know that life won't last forever, but at least we can.
Morning guys, so we had a very good night at Southgate last night. Quite noisy, we had very noisy neighbors, and yeah, we have like baboons that are sleeping in the trees above us, so they kept us awake majority of the night. But yeah, we're having a cup of coffee now, and then we're gonna have breakfast, and then we're gonna go on a game drive. So we're on to breakfast now. We're going to make some bacon and eggs now this morning. Those are looking very, very nice. And then for lunch today, we've got our leftover beer bread inside our pot with some leftover steak that we're going to have for lunch. So yeah, I think it's going to be a very good day. It's Alicia's birthday today, so bought some nice snacks. And yeah, we're going to have some breakfast and then go for a game drive. Hopefully see some cool game today. Yeah, we'll take you along for the ride and show you everything. So we've just come across some lion eating on a dead buffalo. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 adults and 2 cubs. Look at that. Okay, so we just had a watering hole here. It's sort of like a small dam, and we've just come from a lion kill now, and there's 2 massive males in the distance. Alicia's trying to capture it on her camera now, and they look like they're sort of wanting to fight. They're sort of staring each other down in a way, so hopefully Alicia gets a nice video if they do fight. this morning, and yeah, we're driving through this woodland area, this forest, and it's absolutely stunning. Really, really is nice. So we've seen lion already. Now we're on the lookout for leopard and wild dog. We haven't had very good sightings of those in the past, and actually never seen a wild dog in my life. Same as Alicia. So yeah, we hope to see wild dog between here and Khwai, you know, in the next couple of days. Was the vehicle following it?
No. He walked up to it and then did funny things.
So we just got back from Blackpools. We didn't see too much over there. It was quite a nice drive, but yeah, pretty much our only excitement for the day was the lion sighting at the Buffalo Kill. Saw sort of plains game on the way to Blackpools, but not a hell of a lot. And the cruiser did hell of a well. Okay, so we've just set up camp again. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening now, and it's our last night here at Southgate. Got a fire going over there. We're gonna braai some short rib tonight and some chips. So these tires here we got just before Botswana, before our trip here to Botswana. They are Weslake mud terrain radial tires. We've gone for 285 75 16, and then black steel rims, just because these are not like the alloy rims. You know, if they do bend, you can hit them back with a hammer straight and they'll straighten out. To the alloy rim, once it cracks or bends, yeah, they're pretty much stuffed. So we're quite impressed with these tires. We're running them currently at 1.8 bar on the front and 2 bar on the rear. And yeah, they've done hell of a well for the price that they are. I think they are really good value for money. I have tested these tires out before on my work van on the farm, and they did hell of a well. So yeah, we're keen to see how they go. So I think they probably have about 3,000 kilometers on them, and so far they've done very, very well. And virtually is it virtually or vertically? Virtually no road noise. Virtually. Oh my word, my English. And I'm not even Afrikaans. Shit.
Virtually is an angle.
No, that's
Isn't it?
vertical. Yes, you can see we didn't study hard at school.
Vertical.
Vertical is an angle. Virtually is like virtual reality. What's it? I don't even know how to explain it. Virtually. So virtually no road noise. So these tires are good. So if you ever want to put them on your vehicle, these are the tires. Yeah, virtually. These are the tires to pick. They're very, very good value for money, so we really enjoy them.
Hi guys, so the road that we have taken to Khwai is really beautiful and scenic. Yeah, it says it's about 31 kilometers. It might take us about an hour and a half with just videoing and taking a slow drive to see what we can see animal wise. But yeah, look how beautiful this is. What do you think of the drive?
Very, very nice. Yeah, we actually spoke to a guide yesterday on which is the best road to take, because there's obviously two routes you can take. The one is to Ngaka, I think it's pronounced, and the other one is the straight cut line to Khwai. So yeah, with all the water up at that sort of top area at the moment, we decided to just take the shorter route to Khwai, the straight cut line. So yeah, so far so good, and it's very, very beautiful. Lots of mapani trees, and yeah, it's like a mapani woodland with all these fantastic colours. You've got brown and yellow and light green and dark green, so it's really, really nice for videoing and pictures. So yeah, we hope we see some good game up here today, and we're quite keen to see the Khwai area. Okay, so we're quite close to Khwai Northgate at the moment, and yeah, the road we drove was really, really nice. We actually quite enjoyed the road, lots of mapani trees, and yeah, it actually felt like Kruger. Now we're going through this forest area, which is absolutely beautiful also. So yeah, the scenery up here is really, really nice. Okay, so we've just arrived to Northgate now, and you can see obviously that I think it was a storm that came over here and ripped up this whole roof over here. I think we saw it on someone's page. So yeah, that's quite scary. So yeah, it's the map of Moremi, quite nice. Khwai area. So yeah, hell of a nice up here. I'm gonna go and check in now for our campsite. Try to see if we can find some tonic water, because we forgot to get in Maun. So yeah. So this is our campsite here at Khwai Northgate, campsite number 4. It's quite nice, it's out the way, so your neighbours aren't too close like at Southgate. Southgate, your neighbours are on top of you, so our next neighbours are over there by that sort of tree, which is quite nice. And then in the distance down through there you have the Khwai River, which looks hell of a nice also. We went into Khwai just to get some tonic water. So yeah, our plan this evening is we'll bring the vehicle, we'll park it on the side of our ground sheet, and then the fireplace is just over there, make our fire and everything, and yeah, then at least we can see everything that comes off the side of this river tonight. That's going to be quite cool. Don't want to go too far into the bush, but if you can sort of see just through that gap there, is the water, and then this is sort of like a Khwai marsh area that goes down there. So yeah, one of the nice things is those hippo noises at night. Like at Kruger we used to get those hippo noises most nights, so it's quite nice and soothing. So we hope we get those noises here too. And then last night we cooked some extra steak so we can have it on wraps today for lunch. So Alicia's just busy making us some lunch. Some tomato, lettuce, cheese and steak on wrap with mayo. So it's going to be very, very nice. Morning guys, so we had our first night last night at Northgate Khwai, and yeah, we stayed in quite a nice campsite. It's campsite number 4, so right up against the Khwai River. I think that's the Khwai River that runs down there through the bushes. It was quite a noisy night. We had a lot of elephant through camp, feeding on the trees around camp. It sounded like there was a pack of wild dog and a hyena fighting probably a couple kilometers along the river. We heard the hyena crying and the sort of dogs crying also. So yeah, quite a late start to the morning. We slept in a bit just because we've been very, very tired and exhausted. So what we did last night, just because we stay so far from the ablution blocks, so we opened the shower cube up. So this was open, and then we actually took away the ladder for the tent, and we showered inside here with the water that's in the vehicle. So that was quite nice, and having the shower cube like this and the ladder inside actually made for a bit of protection. So felt a little bit safe, even though anything would go through that. It just feels safer. You can actually hear there's a hyena calling at the moment. Don't know if you'd hear that in the GoPro, but yeah, Alicia's making us some coffee now this morning. And then we've got some breakfast on the go, some bacon and eggs. So just getting the bacon going. Oh.
woods. We've got 4 lionesses over here by this tree and 1 cub. We don't know what's behind the tree, but yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here on the Khwai River. Alicia's capturing the footage on her camera, so I'll show you some close-ups. But they're actually all behind the tree. We would have never seen that because the road goes over there. We don't usually look back. So luckily a guard that was coming from this side showed us that there's lions there. Lion sighting. We had 3 lionesses and 1 cub, or 4 and 1 cub. That was quite nice. We actually heard them early this morning calling, and we didn't go for a game drive early this morning. We just relaxed in camp, and then our neighbors at the next campsite actually said no, they're at this pan. So yeah, we went out at about 2:30 and they're still lying under a tree, so we managed to see them there. Managed to see them there, but yeah, so now we're on our way to camp again.
Woke up today, felt more of the same. A marathon runner, running in place. carved through the hills like a river to nowhere. A little less thinking, a little more space. I'm doing my best, looking for rest, for a marathon mind. Heavy is the head that lives in the clouds. Searching for problems to answers I've found. It ain't good for nothing, it just adds to the norm. Choir static, what's one more voice? Doing my best, looking for rest, for a marathon mind. Marathon mind. Doing my best, looking for rest, for a marathon mind.
Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more content alike, please like and subscribe. Our next video will be dropping shortly, and it will be of the Khwai area, and then we'll have another video following of the Khwai Pans National Park as well as Karano Sanctuary. Thank you guys. Cheers.